A notification lights up. Fingers hover. The name stings. The screen locks again, but the weight lingers. A message, unread, yet it pulls. This is no accident. The reflex, to check, to wait, to hope, runs deeper than the moment. It's a loop, carved by pain, fed by expectation. Each glance at their words, each pause before replying, binds tighter. What if the urge to respond isn't control? What if it's just another reaction, dressed as choice? The mind tricks itself, calling it closure, calling it strength. But closure doesn't come from their reply, and strength doesn't need their validation. The cost is silent, but real. Every moment spent waiting erodes what's left. The system inside frays, not from their words, but from holding on to them. Each tap on the screen, each second of hesitation, adds a crack, invisible but heavy. The damage isn't in their cruelty, it's in the space you give it. Epictetus wrote, "You have power over your mind knot outside events. Their words land like leaves on a river. They float unless you stop the current to hold them. Their chaos seeks your attention, not your peace." You didn't reply, or did you just delay the same loop? The hand that locks the phone still carries the weight. The mind that turns away still glances back. Is this freedom, or just a pause before the next reaction? The screen stays dark, but the question doesn't. Their words wait, like static. Tune out, or stay trapped. Their words cut, and you pause. The reflex says respond, explain, defend. It feels right, urgent, like silence would mean defeat. But pause again. What drives this need? The assumption that their chaos demands your answer, that their noise deserves your voice. It seems logical, necessary, until it isn't. Their anger arrives, uninvited. You think engaging will clarify, will fix. But each word you offer fuels their storm. Each attempt to reason tightens the loop. The trap is subtle. You believe you're choosing, but you're only reacting. Their words don't need your reply. They need your attention. And you give it every time you speak. Silence isn't surrender. It's a refusal to play. Their chaos seeks your reaction, not your peace. Why feed it? The urge to answer is just a shadow. Let it pass, or stay trapped. Way one. Chasing their validation. The phone buzzes. A message lands. Their name glows. And the reflex kicks in. You type, delete, type, again. Each word crafted, seeking approval. Their silence stings, yet you keep reaching. The urge to be seen, to be understood, drives every tap. It feels like control, like fixing the fracture. But it's not. It's chasing. A shadow that moves with their whim. Each message sans carve deeper. The wait for their reply tightens the loop. You think you're building a bridge, but you're only piling weight on a fault line. The cost isn't their rejection, it's the space you give it. Every moment spent explaining, justifying, erodes what's yours. The system inside bends not from their words, but from your need to make them agree. Seneca wrote, "No one can harm you unless you consent. Their judgment is a breeze. It passes unless you turn to face it. Their approval is a mirage. It shifts with their mood. To chase it is to run toward nothing. To stop is to stand on ground you already own. Step back. Let the urge pass. Don't draft another message. Don't check if they read it. Their validation doesn't define you. It only distracts. Hold the silence. Let their words dissolve." The reflex to please is a trap you can walk past. You don't owe anything. The air clears, but the reflex lingers. It whispers, "One more try." But the ground beneath you holds if you stay still. Way too, holding their chaos. Their words crash like waves against stone. The anger, the blame, the sharp edges of their mood. You stand in the tide, trying to hold it back. The reflex says, absorb, understand, fix. It feels like strength, like you're steadying the storm. But their chaos isn't yours to carry. Each attempt to calm it pulls you under. The weight settles, not in their words, but in your grip. You listen, you nod, you try to soothe. Each moment spent holding their pain drains what's yours. The system inside frays, not from their rage, but from your choice to let it in. Their storm doesn't need your anchor. It needs to pass, yet you stay tethered to a current that doesn't belong to you. A rope burns when you refuse to let go. Their chaos is a fire. It spreads only if you feed it. To release is not to lose. It's to step out of the blaze. Picture their words as smoke. They rise, they fade, unless you breathe them in. Detach. Let the air clear. Don't answer their anger. Don't match their tone. Step back. Let their storms spin alone. The reflex to hold is a weight you can drop. Their chaos seeks your reaction, not your peace. Release the tether. Stand still. Let go isn't weakness. The silence grows, but the urge to fix lingers. It pulls like a current under the surface, yet the ground holds if you don't step back in. Way 3. Overthinking their intent. Their words echo sharp, unclear. A single phrase, a glance, a pause in their tone. The mind spins, dissecting each syllable. What did they mean? Why did they say it? The reflex takes over. Overthinking, building stories from fragments. It feels like clarity, like solving a puzzle. But it's a loop. Each thought tightens the knot. Every question unanswered adds weight. The mind replays their words, searching for intent, finding none. The cost isn't their ambiguity, it's the time you spend chasing it. Hours lost, energy drained, all to decode a signal that doesn't exist. The system inside bends, not from their voice, but from your need to make it mean something. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Their intent is a shadow. It shifts. It fades. To chase it is to run in circles. To pause is to step out. Their words don't hold truth. They hold what you give them. Stop the replay. Let the thought dissolve. Don't ask why. Don't build the story. The reflex to dissect is a trap you can bypass. Their meaning isn't your burden. It's theirs. Silence the questions. Stand still. Pain doesn't mean truth. A door slams, the sound lingers. It carries no message, yet the mind listens. The urge to decode pulls harder, but the air stays quiet if you let it. Way 4. Reacting to their bait. Their words land jagged, deliberate. A jab, a slight, a veiled accusation. The pulse quickens. The reflex surges. Respond. Correct. Fight. Back. It feels justified, like standing your ground. But it's a trap. Their bait is set, not to wound, but to hook. Each reaction pulls you into their game. The cost is immediate, yet unseen. Anger flares. Words spill. The mind clouds. You think you're defending, but you're only entangled. Their provocation doesn't need your answer. It needs your chaos. Every retort, every defense, feeds their control. The system inside strains, not from their strike, but from your choice to swing back. A spark ignites, only if you fan it. Their words are bait. They catch only what bites. To react is to play their role. To pause is to rewrite the script. Non-reaction isn't retreat, it's power. Step outside their stage. Let their lines fall flat. Hold the breath. Don't speak. Their bait waits, but you don't have to take it. The reflex to fight is a chain you can break. Let their words hang, unanswered. You don't have to react. Why did they say that? You don't need to know, but it hurts. Only if you hold it. The dialogue fades. The silence grows. Their bait loses its pull when you stop reaching. Way 5. Suppressing the pain. Their words pierce. A quiet wound. The reflex kicks in. Swallow it. Move on. Smile. Nod. Act untouched. It feels like strength, like control, but it's not. It's suppressing, burying the sting deeper. Each moment you hide, the pain festers, unseen, but heavy. The cost grows, silent, but real. The body tenses, the mind numbs. You think you're shielding, but you're only storing. Each swallowed hurt builds a weight inside. It doesn't vanish, it waits. The system frays, not from their cruelty, but from your refusal to see it. Their words don't own you, but your silence might. The wound breathes when you let it. To suppress is to lock the pain in place. To witness is to let it pass. Their words are a gust. They fade unless you hold them. Acknowledge the sting, don't bury it. Breath cuts through where silence trapped. Feel the ache. Don't push it down. Let it rise. Let it dissolve. The reflex to hide is a cage you can unlock. Their words don't define. They only pass. Stillness is enough. The weight lingers, but it's not the wound. It's the choice to carry it. The air shifts when you stop holding. Way 6. Seeking their closure. Their silence cuts. Sharper than words. No reply. No explanation. Just absence. The reflex surges. Reach out. Ask why. Demand answers. It feels like resolution. Like tying a loose end. But it's not. It's chasing. A void that doesn't belong to you. Each question sent seeks their closure, not yours. The cost is heavy, though it hides. Every message drafted, every moment waiting, pulls you deeper. You think their answer will free you, but it only binds tighter. The mind loops, replaying their absence, searching for a reason that isn't there. The system cracks, not from their exit, but from your need to make it mean something. Epictetus wrote, "There is only one way to happiness, to cease worrying about things beyond our control. Their reasons are a fog. They obscure, unless you walk through. To seek their closure is to stay lost. To release is to find your own ground. Don't ask why. Don't wait for their truth. Let their silence stand unanswered. The reflex to chase is a chain you can drop. Their absence isn't your story, it's theirs. You can end without drama. Seneca sat alone, his letters unwritten to those who scorned him. Their silence held no power, because he didn't seek it. The urge to ask fades when you stop looking. Way 7. Pleasing their expectations. Their eyes judge, their tone demands. A nod, a word, a shift in their stance. The reflex kicks in. adjust, appease, meet their needs. It feels like harmony, like keeping the peace. But it's not. It's pleasing, a system built on their terms. Each step you take to satisfy bends you further from your ground. The cost is subtle, but it grows. Every compromise, every forced smile chips away. You think you're building trust, but you're only leasing their approval. Their expectations don't seek your strength. They seek your compliance. The system inside erodes, not from their demands, but from your choice to meet them. A chain holds only if you pull. Their wants are a current. They flow unless you stand still. To please is to trade your center. To withdraw is to reclaim it. Self-command doesn't bend. It holds. Say less, do less. Let their needs pass unanswered. Don't shift to fit their frame. Don't soften to ease their edge. The reflex to please is a weight you can release. Their expectations aren't your law. They're theirs. Detachment is a form of respect. The room quiets, but the urge to adjust lingers. It whispers, keep them content. Yet the line holds if you don't cross it. Way 8. Explaining your truth. The room grows heavy. Their words twist. They question. They doubt. They misread. The reflex surges. Clarify. Justify. Set the record straight. It feels necessary, like truth demands a voice. But it's not. It's explaining, a plea for their understanding. Each word you offer hands them the reins. A message sent late at night. Fingers type, backspace, type again. This is what I meant. The screen glows, but their reply doesn't come. The cost isn't their silence, it's the weight you carry waiting. Every explanation builds a stage for their judgment. The system phrase, not from their doubt, but from your need to erase it. Their lens distorts. No words can align it. To explain is to beg for a seat at their table. To disengage is to walk away. Truth doesn't need their nod. It stands alone. Let their questions hang unanswered. Breath cuts through where words entangle. Don't defend, don't correct. The reflex to explain is a knot you can untie. Their doubt isn't your burden, it's theirs. You don't owe anything. The urge to clarify pulses still. It begs, one more try, but the air stays clear when you say less. Way 9, clinging to their memory. Their name fades, but the shadow stays. A photo, a message, a moment replayed. The reflex grips. Hold on, revisit, keep them close. It feels like loyalty, like preserving what was. But it's not. It's clanging. A tether to a past that cuts. Each memory clutched binds you tighter to pain. The mind loops late at night. Their voice echoes. Their absence stings. You think holding on keeps you whole, but it only carves deeper. The cost isn't their leaving. It's the space you give their ghost. Every glance back locks the wound in place. The system strains, not from their exit, but from your refusal to let it close. A chain rusts. When you stop pulling, their memory is a tide. It ebbs unless you wade in. To cling is to stay submerged. To unhook is to surface. Stillness doesn't mourn, it sees. Let the past settle. Don't stir it. Don't scroll. Don't linger. The reflex to hold is a weight you can drop. Their memory isn't your truth. It's just a shadow. The void is where it clears. The silence grows, but the urge to look back tugs. It whispers, one more glance. Yet the ground holds when you turn away. Way 10. Avoiding their truth. Their words bite raw, unfiltered. The reflex kicks in. Dodge, deflect, turn away. It feels like protection, like guarding what's left. But it's not. It's avoiding, a refusal to see. Each step back from their truth builds a wall inside. The pain you sidestep only grows heavier. The cost is quiet, but it spreads. You change the subject. You leave the room. You mute their voice. The mind numbs, but the sting lingers. You think you're escaping, but you're only delaying. Their truth doesn't vanish. It waits. The system frays, not from their words, but from your choice to run. A shadow moves, only if you chase it. To avoid is to carry the weight unseen. To witness is to let it pass. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Face their truth, don't flee it. Breath holds where avoidance breaks. See their words, don't turn. The reflex to hide is a cage you can unlock. Their truth isn't your chain, it's just a moment. Not doing is power too. A number flashes. 80% of conflicts fester from unspoken truths. Their words hang heavy, but not permanent. The urge to dodge fades when you stand still. Way 11. Engaging their drama. Their voice rises. A storm brews. Accusations. Tears. A flood of their chaos. The reflex pulls. Step in. Argue. Match their fire. It feels like clarity, like setting things right. But it's not. It's engaging. A dive into their drama. Each word you add fuels the blaze. The cost is instant, yet unseen. The pulse races. The mind tangles. You think you're resolving, but you're only sinking. Their drama doesn't seek your truth. It seeks your reaction. Every shout, every defense locks you in their script. The system bends, not from their storm, but from your choice to enter it. A fire spreads only if you feed it. Their chaos is a stage you don't have to play. To engage is to lose your ground. To disengage is to keep it. Cold peace doesn't argue, it stands. Let their words crash, unanswered. Silence cuts deeper than any retort. Don't raise your voice. Don't join the fray. The reflex to fight is a trap you can walk past. Their drama isn't your story, it's theirs. Silence isn't surrender. The air settles, but their words still echo. A faint hum, a shadow of their chaos. The reflex to engage, to dive back in, tugs at the edges. It's familiar, almost automatic. But familiarity isn't truth. Their storm has passed, yet the mind lingers, circling the same debris. Each loop of thought builds a cage. You replay their tone, their slight, their silence. The urge to respond, to fix, to prove, feels like progress. But it's not. It's a tether, keeping you bound to their drama. The cost isn't their presence, it's the space you give their absence. The system inside strains, not from their actions, but from your refusal to let them fade. A river carries what you release, it holds what you clutch. Their chaos is a current, it flows unless you stand in it. To linger is to stay trapped. To withdraw is to step onto dry ground. Breath is enough, where reaction fails. Don't revisit their words. Don't draft a reply in your head. Their drama seeks your attention, not your peace. Let it drift untouched. Stillness is enough. The mind quiets, but their shadow lingers. A moment, a word, a glance replayed. The reflex stirs. Hold it close, dissect it, make sense of it. It feels like understanding, like keeping control, but it's not. It's clinging, a chain to their absence. Each thought you entertain tightens the grip. The cost is subtle, but it grows. You pause on their name. You scroll through old words. The heart sinks. The mind loops. You think you're processing, but you're only preserving. Their presence doesn't bind you. Your memory does. The system frays, not from their distance, but from your refusal to let it settle. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Their words are dust. They settle unless you stir them. To hold on is to stay in the storm. To release is to walk clear. Awareness cuts where memory traps. Don't linger, don't replay. Their echo isn't your truth. It's just noise. Let it fade untouched. The void is where it clears. A single candle burns. Its light doesn't chase the dark. Their memory flickers, but it dims when you stop feeding it. The flame dims, but the urge to revisit persists. It pulls, soft, insistent. Their words, their absence, a puzzle unsolved. The urge whispers, go back, find meaning, close the gap. It feels like clarity, like reclaiming what was lost, but it's not. It's chasing a ghost that carries no weight. Each step toward their memory sinks you deeper. The cost is quiet, but it compounds. Hours spent, thoughts circling, energy drained. You think you're resolving, but you're only rebuilding their shadow. Their absence doesn't own you, your attention does. The system bends, not from their void, but from your choice to fill it. A tide resedis, unless you wade in. Their memory is a ripple. It fades unless you stir it. To chase is to stay tethered. To detack is to stand free. Breath holds where longing breaks. Let their echo pass. Don't call it back. Don't open the thread. Don't seek their intent. Their past isn't your anchor. It's just driftwood. You don't have to react. The silence grows, but the reflex to hold tugs. It begs. One more look. Yet, the air clears when you turn away. The air stills, but their echo hums. A fleeting thought. Their name. Their tone. The reflex stirs. Linger. Unravel. Make sense of it. It feels like closure. Like tying a loose thread. But it's not. It's holding. A weight that serves no purpose. Each moment you dwell tightens the loop. The cost creeps in. Unseen but real. The mind circles. The heart sinks. The day blurs. You think you're understanding, but you're only anchoring. Their absence doesn't bind you. Your focus does. The system frays not from their silence, but from your choice to keep them present. A shadow moves, only if you chase it. Their echo is a breeze. It passes unless you turn. To hold is to stay caught. To withdraw is to step clear. Silence doesn't grasp, it sees. Let their trace dissolve. Don't pull it back. Don't revisit. Don't question. Their shadow isn't your truth. It's just static. Let it pass, untouched. Pain doesn't mean truth. Why keep looking It feels like answers. And yet, it's only pain. The dialogue quiets. The urge weakens. The ground holds. When you stop reaching, the silence deepens. But the reflex to grasp persists. It tugs. Quiet. Relentless. Their words. Their absence. A riddle. Unsolved. The urge whispers. Revisit. Decode. Find the key. It feels like progress. Like reclaiming ground. But it's not. It's clinging. A tether to a void that holds no answers. Each thought you chase sinks you deeper into their shadow. The cost is heavy, though it hides. The mind loops. The chest tightens. Time slips. You think you're solving, but you're only rebuilding their weight. Their silence doesn't define you. Your attention does. The system frays, not from their distance, but from your choice to keep it close. A current flows, unless you stand still. Their memory is a spark. It fades, unless you fan it. To cling is to stay trapped. To detach is to step free. Awareness cuts where fixation binds. Let their echo pass. Don't call it back. Don't scroll back. Don't linger. Their trace isn't your story. It's just noise. Let it dissolve, untouched. Silence isn't surrender. The urge to chase fades slowly. It begs one more thought. Yet the air clears when you stay still. The stillness grows, but the reflex to hold lingers. It pulses, soft, persistent. Their words, their silence, a fragment unplaced. The urge murmurs, go back, resolve, make it fit. It feels like closure, like sealing a crack. But it's not. It's holding a chain to a past that cuts. Each memory you clutch keeps the wound open. The cost is silent, but it builds. The mind circles, the heart drags, the day fades. You think you're mending, but you're only preserving. Their void doesn't bind you. Your focus does. The system bends, not from their silence, but from your choice to keep it loud. A flame dies when you stop feeding it. Their echo is a ripple. It fades unless you stir. To hold is to stay tethered. To detach is to stand clear. Breath sees where memory blinds. Let their trace dissolve. Don't pull it back. Don't revisit. Don't question. Their shadow isn't your truth. It's just static. Let it fade, untouched. You can end without drama. The air clears, but the urge to linger tugs. It whispers one last glance. Yet the ground holds when you don't reach. The air grows still, but the reflex to hold persists. It tugs, soft, relentless. Their words, their absence. A puzzle half solved. The urge whispers, revisit, unravel, find the peace. It feels like resolution, like reclaiming what's yours. But it's not. It's clinging, a tether to a void that holds no truth. Each thought you chase binds you tighter to their shadow. The cost is quiet, but it grows. The mind loops, the chest tightens, time blurs. You think you're understanding, but you're only rebuilding their weight. Their silence doesn't define you. Your attention does. The system frays, not from their distance, but from your choice to keep it close. A tide ebbs unless you wade in. Their memory is a spark. It fades unless you fan it. To cling is to stay caught. To unhook is to step free. Awareness cuts where fixation traps. Let their echo drift. Don't call it back. Don't linger. Don't decode. Their trace isn't your story. It's just noise. Let it dissolve, untouched. Not doing is power too. Marcus Aurelius wrote alone, his thoughts unanswered by those who judged him. Their silence held no weight, because he didn't seek it. The urge to hold fades when you stop looking. The stillness grows, but the reflex to chase hums. It pulls, faint, persistent. Their words, their silence, a riddle unsolved. The urge whispers, revisit, decode, find the key. It feels like resolution, like reclaiming ground, but it's not. It's clinging, a tether to a void that holds no answers. Each thought you follow sinks you deeper into their shadow. The cost is quiet, but it compounds. The mind loops, the chest tightens, time fades. You think you're solving, but you're only rebuilding their weight. Their absence doesn't own you. Your attention does. The system frays, not from their distance, but from your choice to keep it close. A current flows unless you stand still. Their memory is a spark. It fades unless you fan it. To cling is to stay trapped. To detack is to step free. Awareness cuts where fixation binds. Let their echo pass. Don't call it back. Don't scroll. Don't linger. Their trace isn't your story. It's just noise. Let it dissolve, untouched. You don't have to react. A leaf falls. It drifts without pursuit. Their memory lingers, but it fades when you stop chasing. The air clears when you stay still. The screen dims. No new notifications. The room falls quiet. No voices linger. Hands rest, still, on the table. The air holds heavy, but empty. Nothing moves, except the rise of breath. A moment passes. The urge to check fades. No message sent. No reply sought. The silence isn't loss. It's presence. Their words, their chaos, their absence, all drift. The weight you didn't carry stays behind. You didn't react. Or did you just pause the same loop? The stillness you found, is it choice or just a delay? Silence is a line you can hold.